Wait for it.
Reacher has quickly become one of Amazon's biggest hits, with each season based on Lee Child's original novels. For the first few seasons, the show has stuck to adapting one book per season, starting with Killing Floor and most recently covering Persuader from 2003. With Season 4 already confirmed, we're sure the show will adapt another one of Child's stories. But before we get there, Season 3 is on the way with some exciting updates. As the show follows the anthology style of Reacher's adventures, it's tough to predict who will be showing up in the next season. We know Alan Ritchson will be back as the tough, no-nonsense Reacher, and Maria Sten will return as Frances Neagley. Season 3 will also introduce a bunch of new faces, like Anthony Michael Hall as the shady businessman Zachary Beck, and Sonia Cassidy as DEA agent Susan Duffy. Brian T. will play Quinn, a villain with ties to Reacher's past, and Johnny Berchtold will star as Richard Beck, the college student at the center of the season's kidnapping plot. Plus, Reacher will team up with new DEA agents, played by Roberto Montesinos and Daniel David Stewart. Now, speaking of cast members, there's also the spin-off show centered around Frances Neagley. The biggest thing that could make or break the Neagley spin-off is the one key difference between it and Reacher. While Alan Ritchson will keep leading Reacher into Season 3, Neagley's show will take a unique spin on the action-packed world, exploring a different side of the universe. Even though Neagley didn't originally appear in the first season's book, her role has grown in the series, and now the spin-off will delve into her character in a new way. This could be a make-or-break moment for Amazon's new project, depending on how the showrunners choose to handle Neagley's story. One concern with Neagley's spin-off is that it won't be based on Lee Child's books, making the story far more unpredictable. Neagley has only made a handful of appearances in the nearly 30-book Jack Reacher series, so the writers will be breaking new ground to craft an entirely original storyline for her. This lack of source material means fans of the books won't be able to anticipate events the way they have with Reacher. It's also likely that Neagley will step away from being Reacher's go-to sidekick for a while, leaving the main show to stick more closely to the books. While her absence alongside Alan Ritchson's Reacher is a loss, it opens up the chance for the main series to return to the original format. However, this spin-off comes with risks. One of Reacher's biggest strengths is its intense, standalone season-long arcs that adapt popular novels fans already love. Neagley's show won't have this built-in advantage, leaving its success more uncertain. Copying the Reacher formula wouldn't work either. If that's the plan, it might make more sense to keep Maria Sten in the main series. Instead, Neagley could explore larger multi-season arcs to set itself apart. While that approach has worked for other shows, it could leave some fans missing the compact, gritty style that defines Reacher. To succeed, the spin-off must capture the essence of Reacher, even without following the books. Neagley's show should feel like it belongs in the same universe, even as it develops its own identity. It's worth noting that Tom Cruise's Jack Reacher movies, while not universally loved, proved that Lee Child's work can support different tones. The Prime series leaned into a darker, grittier vibe, so Neagley will need to find the right balance when expanding the Reacher world. Whether it embraces this challenge or stumbles remains to be seen, but big decisions lie ahead. Season 3 of Reacher is shaking things up by not sticking entirely to the source material, as seen with the return of Frances Neagley. After much anticipation over which Lee Child novel would inspire the season, Alan Ritchson confirmed in January 2024 that Persuader, the 7th book in the series, would be the foundation for the story. In the novel, Reacher goes undercover to take down a powerful drug kingpin while also working to rescue an undercover DEA agent whose cover is quickly unraveling. While previous seasons have adapted the books faithfully, Season 3 is taking some creative liberties. Neagley, played by Maria Sten, has been a constant presence in the show despite not appearing in Persuader. Her confirmed return for this season suggests the writers are blending elements of the novels with their own narrative choices to keep things fresh for fans of both the books and the series. As for what we know about Season 4 and which book it might adapt, well, Tripwire could be a solid pick. It's the 3rd book in the series and one of the fan favorites. After the action-packed events of the first 2 books, Tripwire slows things down a bit and focuses more on Reacher himself. It dives deeper into his backstory and explores why he acts the way he does. This could be a great fit for the show, helping the audience connect with Reacher on a more personal level. The story takes place in Florida, where Reacher gets caught up in a mystery involving a Vietnam War vet who's returned to the US under a new identity and is causing some serious trouble. It's a tense, intellectual cat and mouse chase, and it would give the show a chance to showcase a side of Reacher that isn't all about action. Another option is Echo Burning, which comes right after Running Blind. It's another fast-paced story that expands the world of Jack Reacher without drastically changing his character. In this one, Reacher is trying to solve a mystery involving two hikers, a villain with some greedy motives, and a complex murder-kidnapping situation. It's got all the action you expect from a Reacher book, with scenes that would be great to see on screen. If the show wants to keep things more standalone with each season, Echo Burning would be a perfect fit. The story is tight, thrilling, and doesn't require a deep understanding of Reacher's past to enjoy, so it could work well for new viewers and longtime fans. Looking ahead to Season 3 and beyond, there are a couple of characters from the books who might make an appearance, including Svetlana and Lila Hoth. They show up in Gone Tomorrow, the 13th book in the series. In this story, Reacher witnesses a shocking event when a woman on the New York subway suddenly shoots herself. His investigation into her death leads him to the Hoths, a mother-daughter duo who initially seem friendly but raise Reacher's suspicions due to their strange behavior and mismatched appearances. Turns out, Reacher's instincts are right. They're not who they claim to be. The Hoths are actually ruthless terrorists known for torturing and killing their victims on camera, making them some of Reacher's most dangerous enemies. Lila, in particular, promises a gruesome end for Reacher when he figures out their deception. Given how vicious they are, the Hoths would definitely make memorable villains for Alan Ritchson's version of Reacher. Another character who might pop up in upcoming seasons is Michelle Chang, who appears in Make Me, one of Jack Reacher's most intense and chilling adventures. In this 2015 novel, Reacher stumbles upon a quiet Midwestern town called Mother's Rest, only to uncover a web of lies and deception beneath its calm exterior. It's here that he meets Michelle Chang, a former FBI agent turned private investigator who's on a mission to find her missing colleague. The story takes a dark turn with a sinister organization posing as a euthanasia clinic, but in reality, they're using their clients in horrific snuff films. Michelle Chang is a standout character in this dark tale. She's smart, tough, and courageous, making her one of Reacher's more memorable allies. While her role is relatively brief, she becomes one of his most compelling love interests, and she'd make an excellent supporting character if Made Me were to be adapted for the show in a future season. And that's that for today's video, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Also, don't forget to comment below and let us know which things impressed you the most. And your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.